Would you like to know how the 6 key holder from Louis Vuitton has worn over the last 5 years and how it compares to the little pouches? Then keep on watching. Welcome to my channel. I'm Andrea. Today's video is a requested video. It has been requested by Uber. Thank you for requesting the video. So the request is to do an updated review on my 6 key holder. But before I get into all of that, I invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. Whilst you're there, you can ding-a-ling my bell, which will remind you every time I upload a video. Okay, sit back, grab yourself your favourite beverage. Cheers, mine is a little sparkling rosé. Okay, so I'm basically going to tell you everything you need to know about the Louis Vuitton 6 key holder. I'm also going to compare it just slightly to the pouches as well. And I'm going to tell you how it has worn over the last 5 years. Okay, so mine is in the monogram canvas. It is in the Armagnac lining, so you can also get it with the fuchsia lining and the fuchsia button just here. It currently retails for £170 in the canvas. In the epi leather it retails for £270. It is one of the very few canvas pieces that are still available online, so I checked before I started doing the video. It is available to add to your basket in the monogram. So I purchased mine about 5 years ago and I used it probably 3 years straight. So I'm not the type of person that's going to keep swapping out my small leather goods. I mean, if it works for me, I'm going to keep using it. Before I bought this, I used a Gucci key pouch, which I absolutely loved at the time, and I have since bought the Louis Vuitton key pouch as well, which I am currently using. So I used this for probably about 3 years and then realised that it was really getting tired looking and decided I really needed to give it a rest. And it wasn't until when I took it out today to review it that I realised how much wear there is actually on this 6 key holder. But I used it and I abused it. It wasn't something that I took care of, and I really stuffed it in the same way I did with my Gucci pouch, and I would say this has handled it a lot better than this. So let's talk about the wear on this pouch right here. So when I used it, I really had it stuffed. Now, I haven't got all my keys in it just now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 keys in it. And when I used it, I had those 5 keys. I had my car fob, my alarm fob, and my front door key and my back door key as well, which I will be adding later on in the video to show you how it looked with all of those in it, and how it looks with a car fob in it and an alarm fob in it, and how you put them on and off as well. It also has space here that you can put a card in. I used to keep my gym card in there, so I was in this in and out all the time. I mean, it was really used all the time because I kept all my keys in there. So every time I left the house, I was using this. Every time I came into the house, I was using this. I was using it for other doors within the house. I had my car fob in this, so I was using it for that as well. It was in and out of my bag. It was constantly being used. Okay, so let's have a good close-up of it. So there we go. You can see right there that the glazing has lifted, and we can probably see a bit of fraying there as well. There we go. We can see the flaps have flipped up. There we go. So that's probably from me pulling it open like so, and the side flaps have lifted up. So this is the other side just here. So the glazing seems okay on that side. It's pretty much okay, just maybe a wee bit here. It's lifted, and the glazing over here has really worn away. So let's open it up and have a look at the interior of the pouch. We can see it kind of all bubbling up here. So this is where the button closure is, so you can feel that there, and that's what it looks like. You can see it here, all kind of a little bit deformed, but still does the job that it's supposed to do. Let's have a look at the button on the outside. It has started to discolor. You can see it looking a little more silver than brass like. The same has happened, as you can see, where the hooks are. The same has happened with the hooks. They have started to discolor as well. And the brass that holds the hooks is actually not bad. So this is all brass. So these 6 key holders can be made in Italy, Spain, USA and France. Mine is made in France. You can also get these hot stamped with your initials as well. There we go, and that's what it looks like. So you can see this has been well and truly used, and I really felt I needed to give it a rest. There we go. You can put your 1 card in there as well. You can't really put too many cards in there because it then becomes really tight along the sides here when you're trying to close it. I only ever put 1 card. I've seen people put in 2 cards in there, but I only ever used 1 card. This is really quite a functional piece. It is compact, it protects your bag. It really is something that I feel I need for my handbags, whether it's a 6 key holder or a pouch. I couldn't now just throw my keys in my bags. I just wouldn't feel as if my bags were being protected or anything else that I have in my bag. I really wouldn't want, you know, this amount of keys rubbing in my bag or against my other things within my bag. So I really now feel I have to have one. Obviously it doesn't have to be a Louis Vuitton one. I remember, you know, before I started doing this YouTube thing, I used to think these were a very old-fashioned type of thing to carry your keys in. I wouldn't be without one of these key holders at the moment. Now, this is much more organised than a pouch. I remember when I used my Gucci, I used to have to colour code all my keys just so I would know what key was for what. Whereas with this, you know, when you put them in there, you know exactly what the keys are because they're organised, they're separated by the hooks. So this is an advantage over the key pouches. This keeps your keys very much organised. You know, whereas with these, you know, you pull out your keys, and if you've got lots of keys there, as you can see, I don't keep a lot of keys on my in my key pouch. It doesn't hold a lot of keys. The Gucci did hold a lot of keys, I must be honest there, but this one doesn't, and I just keep on the key pouch exactly what I need. So that's my alarm, my front door, my back door, and my car fob. And the way I store them is I always keep the alarm fob and the front door and the back door keys within the pouch. I keep that closed, and because this doesn't have any sharp edges, I always keep that outside so it's ready for me to use. It wouldn't fit in the pouch anyway, whereas I can fit all of these in the 6 key holder. You know, I've said that now, and guess what, I don't normally keep it in there, but I've actually fitted it in. There we go. So that's 2 fobs in there, and I've managed to close it, but it's a bit of a struggle, and I wouldn't like to do that, and it wouldn't be that easy to get in and out of, and I can't. There we go now, it's stuck. There we go. Don't do that. I was getting a bit, you know, that I might break the zip. So I always keep that out. So I have this little thing on my car fob, which I just hook into these here. And I'll just show you as I've got it now open, because I'm going to take these keys out and I'm going to put them in the 6 key holder just to show you how that works. So we just pull back like so. I'll do it again because that wasn't very good. Pull back, open it up like so, and then you just take your keys off basically. There we go, and that's it there, and that's how that works, making sure you close it properly. Okay, so that's what the little Louis Vuitton key pouch looks like. Again, this feels really nice in the hand, and this is the Gucci one, which fits so much in here, and that's the way this works. These are my keys to my home in Cyprus, which I haven't seen for a very, very long time. There we go. So that's, I don't know, I couldn't even tell you how old this one is, but I bought this one the day I bought my Chanel bag. There we go, to protect my Chanel bag, my first ever Chanel bag. So however many years old my Chanel bag is, that's how old this key pouch is. And do you know what, it's still going strong, and as you can see, I still use it, although I would probably swap it out for this when traveling, but at the moment it's storing my keys, my Cyprus keys in there. The wear on this, I would say, hasn't been really that good, especially when I compare it to this pouch here. So I have been using this pouch straight for about 2.5 years, I would say. So I stopped using this and I started using this, and look at this. This really looks almost new. I mean, there's no wear or tear on this at all. The brass is still brass, the zip is still absolutely lovely and brassy, and that's also still very brassy as well. So this, okay, I've probably used this more, but I'll come back to you in another year and let you know how well this is still holding up. But it really does look as if it's holding up really, really well. I do expect the brass to discolour, but I mean, no fraying, no, look at it, perfect, absolutely perfect. So this, in my opinion, wears a lot better than this. I mean, this really looks used. There we go, it really does look used. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera down now, and I'm going to let you see exactly how you put the keys on and off the pouch. Okay, here we have the pouches. So what I would normally do, I wouldn't slide this out, but I will show you how to slide it out. What I would normally do is I just kind of hook these in, and as you can see, that's my car in there. And I would separate my house key, back door key, put it in the hook here, and then just put my alarm fob in there. But just for just now, because I don't really want to take them out, I'll just put them in there, okay? And we'll just pretend that these are hooked onto this hook here. Doesn't really make much difference to the video. So how you could take your hooks off, if for example you were just wanting, if for example it wasn't so easy to hook this on and off like so, to give to, you know, whoever, you know, if you're getting your car serviced or whatever, you just press these two down like so, and you press down and you just slide it, and it slides on either way, and then you just take out whichever one you want. So you bring it to the top and slide it out. It's as simple as that. And again, you put it to the top in there where you have space in here, and it just slides in there like so on the thinnest part, so not the ball bit. As you can see, there's a little ball there, so on the thinnest part there, and then it just slides in, and that's it back there. And then you can just push that back like so, and that's how that's done. We've already seen how the Louis Vuitton one works. It's just a pull back and pull back to go back in, and then the Gucci one is pull out and it goes back in. This has loosened over the years, but it's probably the amount of keys that I have used over it, and it has discoloured and all of that as well. But yeah, that's the Gucci one, and that's that one. As you can see, this is one continuous piece of canvas all the way down. There we go. So that's what that looks like. And again, when I used the 6 key holder, I would tend to leave that outside and keep everything else in. I don't know now because I've kept the keys on there. This is gonna, and this is how I would use it, so you can see how much it was kind of filled to the brim. There we go. So that's how that looked, and this is why I, you know, I've probably got a lot of wear and tear on it. And again, I would always keep my gym card in there like so, and we always used a gym card at David Lloyd, whereas at the gym that I'm at just now, it's all done on my phone, so I don't have a gym card. And again, there we go. See, the minute the card goes in, it makes it a lot more difficult to close, as you can see, because it all becomes very tight along here once you put a card in. I mean, I doubt very much I could get another card in there with the amount of keys that I have in there. So that's what that looks like, and that's how easy it is to take the hooks off. So you press them down and then you just push on either side like so, and you can also push that way as well. It's not something I often do, if I had to be honest, because like I said, what I do is I just hook them in and out like so. Wrong side, there we go. But I'll keep all this in just so we can see how we can all make mistakes. There we go, like so. Okay, let's turn the camera back up and have a look at it again. As you can see, I really did fill it to the brim. You could obviously leave both fobs out like so. Push the keys back in. I don't really like these metal bits coming through, so you could leave both fobs out, but then it becomes, I mean, for me that just becomes too messy. I like things tidied away, and that's why I would squash everything in there just so everything would be, even the hook, I don't like the hooks coming up like that, so I would make sure the hook was down and then just bring the fob over. So I know now you all want to know which one I prefer. I think for me at the time when I needed to keep all my keys together, I preferred this because it kept me organised and I could carry all my keys. With the Gucci one, I could keep all my keys, but they would all be on the one ring, so it was trying to find the right key, and that's why I ended up having to colour code all my keys on there. Although this is a really good pouch for, you know, having a lot of keys. This, I cannot have a lot of keys in here, it just doesn't fit. But at the moment that I'm not needing to carry all my keys with me, this is fine. So all I do, as you had seen, is I keep my alarm, my car and my house keys on there. I don't need to carry all the extra keys, but if I need to carry lots of keys, this is perfect. And this is perfect when you don't need to carry a lot of keys. What I will say at this point as well is my daughter-in-law Ruth, she absolutely loves her pouch, but the way she uses her pouch is totally different to the way I use the pouch. She keeps her keys on the key ring there, and she uses this part as her wallet, and that's how Ruth likes to use it, whereas I don't like my keys out because I like my bags to be protected, whatever bag I'm using. So, you know, this has a lot more uses than just a key pouch, whereas this is a key holder. I do apologise if I've called this a pouch throughout the video. It's a key holder. This is the key pouch. So, you know, I can't really say I prefer this over this. I can't even say if I could only have one, which one would I have? You know, it's hard to choose because for me they work differently. But yes, because I used to stuff it, didn't look after it at all, you can't really see the wear on this. I mean, you don't need me to tell you, you can absolutely see it. Although I've not had any kind of real, I don't have any discoloration on the actual leather part here. You know, the real wear and tear has been the glazing on the top here, and you know, it's deformed because of the amount of things I kept in it. So do I recommend it? I do. I absolutely love it, and I'm really glad that I have it in my collection. You know, at the moment, because I'm not needing all these keys, I'm not carrying it about with me, but yeah, I'm glad, and I've used them all. I've got my money's worth out of all of them. So that's my review of the 6 key holder and a little comparison. I hope it has helped you if you're thinking of purchasing one. So if you have lots of keys and you like them to be organised, go for that one. If you have a few keys, then go for that one. This one offers you a lot more versatility, but you know, why choose when you don't have to? Have them both. I will also link below any videos that I've done on any of these pouches, and you can see the unboxings and all of that as well. So I say grab them now that Louis Vuitton still have them before they discontinue them, because you know what they've done with the toiletry pouches and all of that. They discontinue them and then they'll probably bring something back that's a lot more dear. So grab it now that it's still online. That's what I say. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to see more videos from me, I'm going to link one here, and if you're not already subscribed, just press the A right here, and I will see you next time. Bye! Cheers!